Let me show you how I did this effect in Final Cut Pro and how you can do it in any editing platform in minutes. Step number one is going to be clean up this table, as I don't want any fingerprints or any shadows that could cause some hard work in the editing later on. So I'm gonna clean this up now and make sure there's no stains. The key, in my opinion, to filmmaking is being able to perform very simple effects that anyone could do, but learn how to do them with style. Because at the end of the day, everyone has the same tools, a laptop, a camera, but it's just how you use those tools that are gonna make a cool edit. All right, now that we have this table clean, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have 5 angles. I'm gonna have me sat here, sat there, then walking across this area here, hanging some clothes back there, and reading a book on the sofa. So I'm gonna have 5 points of contact. The key to pull this off correctly is every single scene needs to be motivated. So this guy needs to be looking at this guy, and this guy needs to be looking at the guy that's going to be coming out from here, so that later on in the editing it's all cohesive and it lines up properly. A mistake I've seen a lot of people make when they try to replicate this effect is it doesn't end up looking very cohesive. Every scene feels very separate. So the real magic here is going to be utilizing these guiding lines. I'm going to be here in one scene, and then in another one I'm going to be sat here. So now that I'm creating the masks for the editing, I need to be very aware of these lines here. So if I trespass this area, I'm going to mess up this layer here. Don't worry, it's all going to make sense later on. But yeah, basically there's going to be one here, one at the end there, and then one sat back there. So cool, now that we have this planned out, let's see how we can make this happen. Hopefully I don't interfere with all the different layers. I'm going to be here typing in the keyboard, and then I need to be looking at the guy that's going to be here, and then back there. Okay, cool, we have the first one. This is going to be the second one. So the second action, I'm going to be here hanging some clothes, and then I need to be looking at the guy back there. The third scene here, I'm doing some drawings, and I'm kind of like looking at him as well to create a little bit of coherence. And then the last one, I'm kind of like here pointing at the guy, pretending like I'm looking at his drawing, and that would be it. Now that we have all the footage, let's put it into Final Cut Pro and see if this makes sense. Hopefully there's not a lot of retakes that we have to do. So we have the video here fully imported. As I said, I'm going to create 5 different layers. So I'm going to duplicate this video by pressing Option 5 times and dragging this video. And now I'm going to disable all of the videos here and just keep this one. So with this first layer, the key layer is going to be the one where I'm actually walking out to hang the clothes. And the reason for that is because we have the reflection here on the TV, and there's not a lot of shadows in this table or anywhere else. So I think it's the cleanest shot we have. I want to have this effect running for like 9 seconds. So all the clips are going to be 9 seconds. And it's actually quite cool to have characters coming in and out of the scene. I think that adds a cool touch to it. Now that we have everything kind of lined up, I'm going to make sure the timings are all the same, except for this one where I leave the scene. And yes, now I'm going to disable all the clips and go one by one, masking them out. Now this tool in Final Cut Pro is an absolute game changer, so magnetic mask. I believe any Premiere Pro users are going to be in the comments like, oh yeah, we've had this tool forever in Premiere Pro, whatever. But it's kind of new for Final Cut Pro, which I'm very, very excited for. Now click Analyze, and it's going to go frame by frame, analyzing the... Now click Analyze, and it's going to go tracking me frame by frame, and it does a phenomenal job. This effect is pretty famous. You've probably seen it in the movie, was it called Limitless? Limitless. Where he's in the room and you see like a bunch of different scenes from himself in the same room. That's where I kind of got the reference from. Alright, so we have the basic composition now. What I'm going to do now is, this is the big step, this is where everything comes together. I'm going to select Command A, Option G, make a compound clip from this. And now the biggest step is going to be color grading all these individual shots together. So this is what's going to really make it cohesive. Okay, so this is the final result.